All right, let's get this SBD day started. It's a squat bench day, and then the next day is deadlift day. So it's not an SBD day, but it's an SBD video. And here's my top single at 435. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with that squat besides it's like super duper slow. But I'm going to go with it was high. I know it's 3 reds. I know I can never hit depth. I know I suck. I know. Trust me, no one knows more than me. And I try to get a side angle of my working sets of 412, 5x1. And goodness gracious, that was the only angle I did because I was like, wow, my butt is so high. You can't really see with the plates, but for sure that is not depth. That is worse than the top single. But then, like, the more I do my usual angle, like from the side, the diagonal one, right here, you could see my squat's looking deeper than it has been in the past few weeks because I know I squat high, but it's still 3 reds. But it's looking better. It's looking better as you're looking through the rest of the 5x1 sets. At least squats felt like pretty good from warm-ups because I always say my warm-ups feel heavy, and they didn't today, that day, Sunday, thank God. So I was able to go really deep on all my warm-ups, which helped me go a little deeper on my working sets and my top single compared to normal. And I really warmed up my hips. That's what I did. I really warmed up my hips, just like more than I know. I mean, I usually always warm up my hips, but I did more than normal. And I think that made a big difference. And I did feel way more mobile than usual. And I need to add more mobility into my my warm-ups for sure. Because I just did like flamingo, 2-second hold, 3 reps each side. And then I do knee holds, 2-second hold, 3 each side. And then I do like that hip hold. I don't know how you call it, but you just bring up your foot and you hold it. And you look like a number 4. 3 of those for 2 seconds, and then toe touches, hold those for 2 seconds. Then I do the monster slingshot, the monster walks. I've showed it on my videos before, but I do 16 monster walks with the hip circle, the slingshot one. The slingshot circle 2.0. I do 16 walks of those. And then I'm starting to do 90-90 flexions, like the one where you go alternating hip. You just sit down on your butt and you go right hip, left hip, right hip. I do like 6 of those. And then leg swings, like 16 of those. And then I added more to it where you put, I don't know what it's called. Lizards, I guess, where you put your foot in front of you and you just stay like that. Whatever. I'll show later on another video, like a whole mobility thing. So I wanted to do 253. It's a 6x1. I wanted to do heavier, but man, I was weaker today because I didn't have a lift off available. So I was like, whatever, I'll just do the top single in the next session. But I wanted to do 260. 6x1 or 5x1, but this 253, that first set you saw, that was my warm-up, and I was like, well, we're staying there because it's just too heavy. So I thought, let's get really used to this weight for the 6x1, and let's just really squeeze our back. And the last set was the best one. It was like super easy, and I paused it really long. It's this one right here, and like every set got better and better. They felt, see that? Oh no, I think it's one more. Sorry, one more. Whatever the 6 set is. But, like, I was really using my back. I really felt it in my rhomboids and, like, in my lats and everything, my traps, like you should. And I was just getting better. Like, I take really long to warm up. So, like, see, to me, that was the best one. And it was really easy. So, maybe I just needed more warm-ups to go heavier. But, oh, well. We could settle for less with pause weight. And I did the same cluster set as last week. I didn't want a 3x3 cluster set, but it was still 9 reps. So, this one was better than last time because I did 3, 2, 2, 2. Last time I did 3, 1, 1, 2. Like, 3, 1, 1 is 5. And then I did 2. And then 1 and 1. Something like that. But this one was way better. And I was really focusing on the same cue. Just really squeezing my back. I know I always say it. I know I sound like a broken record. But I love cluster sets. I wanted to, like, incorporate that with squats and deadlifts. But I'm just doing it with bench because I really want that one to go up. Deadlifts, I feel like they're fine. Like, I need to start programming cluster sets. I kind of just threw these in last week with bench. I really want to throw them in, a lot earlier next time, which I will do for sure if I qualify for Worlds or if there's still any spots open, goodness. So, this helps a lot with endurance, in my opinion, and it helps a lot. Like, for me, I just feel like that'll make my opener feel a lot easier, which is 259, this is 240. I can't do that with my opener weight. If I did, it'd be singles, but that'd be really hard. So, I did this about, I don't know how much percent that is in my max. I think I remember it being like 82. I don't know, 240 divided by, I'm counting, it's 276, but we can count 281 because that's the most I've lifted. But anyway, here's top single, 515. That was a fail, and like my weight was on my toes like crazy. You could see my right heel coming up. So I tried that again. And I knew I just had to stay back because that was really easy. It just fell on me. So I had to stay back. I knew that's what I had to do, and that's what I did, and it was fine. My lockout sucked, though. but it was really good. You can even see a little bit of my belly fat right there. I've never had my shirt lift up on a deadlift, but it was, yeah. I'm feeling that's the most I've ever lifted deadlift. That's the most I've deadlifted in a gym or a garage, whatever. And then I decided to do a triple right after a 490, redeem myself for last week, and I couldn't do it. I just can't triple his weight. It was it was for sure easier than last week, 100%. I just couldn't triple it. Like, I knew for a fact it wasn't going to happen because it was really heavy. And my working sets, last week, I don't know, I think it went like 470, 473. 473 was a 2x2, so we're doing 478 6x1, which is heavier and more reps. And I really put my SBD belt really tight. And you can see right there, it's not fully locked. Like, I think I broke it. Or just the more water I drank, I got really fat and it wouldn't completely close on me. And you could see that it was like literally like bulging in the middle. Like, it was weird. Like, it was like a ramp. You see, it's not closed. You can see it. So working sets were great. I felt great on deadlifts. This was just Monday, just deadlift day, and I had just the deadlift day. And my endurance feels great for deadlifts because like I did a lot. I did 20 reps, including the warm ups, and I wasn't very tired at all. It was worst case, it was my grip, and worst case, the knurling was a little too sharp. But I do not think grip will be as much of a factor on meet day like I thought it would. I mean, I said it would be, and it probably will be, because if you're having grip problems, it's going to stay. But my grip problems are bipolar because I don't really feel them anymore. Like, I'm not really having grip problems as much as before, and I think my cut had a lot to do with it. And my nails were really long, so I cut them. So if you have long nails, that's going to be one reason why you have grip problems in the future. So, update on my cut. It's like way better now. It just kind of ripped on me, but it's been a long time. It's been 7 days. What's today? Tuesday? Man, it's about to be 2 weeks, so 12 days. Tuesday was a Thursday, so 12 days, and it's already peeling. It's looking fine. I mean, it doesn't even look messed up. It's not a problem anymore. Just stings just a very little bit. It's not reopening, which is good. And like I was just saying in the video, I was my nails were long and my cut was bothering me the week before. I think that's why I had grip problems coming. If you have long nails, you're not gonna be able to squeeze as much. You're gonna be kind of like this instead of this. You know what I mean? Something like that. So I cut my nails. I know that something no powerlifters talk about, but seriously, I don't think I've ever met a powerlifter with long nails though. That was like I mean, maybe there's some that have long nails and they don't have grip problems, but they're used to it. If you're not used to it and your grip's slipping and your hands are really sweaty even with chalk, man, just cut them. Like, seriously, I think you should never have long nails with deadlifting. Squats, different story. Bench, I don't know, but deadlifting for sure. Where grip is usually an issue if there's one that has grip problems between the three lifts. So, then to talk about my openers for nationals, they're very conservative. Mainly, you know what, squat. It's funny because March 14th was my last meet, like before this little ghetto one I just did. The last meet that I actually got ready for was March 13th or 14th, I forgot what day. It was a Sunday, and my opener was 429 on squat. This last meet, like 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, that last second fifth meet I did, that was 424 opener. And then this meet, nationals that I've been getting ready for 4 months, it's going to be 418. So my opener is 418 or 419, I think it is. You know, the kilo conversion, blah, blah. So what, 396 plus 22, it should be 418, but I think it's 419 though. So 419, 418, whatever it is, I've gone down 5.5 pounds every single opener from March 429 to 424 to 418. It's, you know, it's 423 point something and 418 point something and 429. So that's not good. Last one, I guess, is not that bad because I wasn't ready for it at all. Wasn't even peaked. That was the start of the peak. So that meet I did was I counted that as an SBD day as starting the peak because it was 4 weeks out. I did rest, I think, like 4 days before the meet, or 5, because I was drinking so much water for the water cut. So, you know, considering that, it was a good way to start it off, even with the water cut. So 418, I just want to go really easy because I don't want it to be too. Last meet was 424 to 446, and like that was a 22-pound jump. But I don't know. I just want it to be easy. I'm not gonna talk about my second and third attempts. You know, I'm done talking. It's just 418 is my opener. I know that, and I'm sure that'll be really easy because I'm working. I did the 412 5x1, and that was easy. I'm gonna probably finish next week, like Sunday. I think I'm done lifting, or Monday, because my nationals is Thursday, so I think I'm done next Monday. I should be done lifting. Yeah, rest 3 days. I like to rest like 4, so 3 is good because it's nationals. I think I'm just gonna do my opener just for a single. I usually do a 3x1, but I mean I don't always do that. But like 3x1, I might just do one, just the opener, and then just some really light working sets, and that's it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little heavier than my opener, like 422, because I don't have 424. I have 425 and 422 and 420. So maybe I do like 422 just once. And then working sets, like a 3x3, really light, like 360. And then same thing, bench, deadlift. Bench, I'm opening 259, same as my last meet. I feel way more ready now than that little last second meet. Deadlift, I opened at 485 that last meet, and I'm going to do 490. And I feel fine with 490 because I did it for 2 last week. My grip was really slipping, but it was really hard. This week it was hard too, but it was easier, and I only did 2. I'm trying it one last time. I never go that crazy when I'm peaking, so I'm gonna go like I do go crazy, but like I never go like all out, all out. So no single on my secondary day. I'm gonna post that too, but no single, and I'm gonna go 490 if I can triple it, because I want to triple my opener. Like you should be able to triple your opener, even though I don't think I can triple 259. I have in the past though, 260 with the 100-pound plates, so I'm not really worried. Bench is a little bit different. All 3 lifts are different. Like the cluster sets, I'm only doing that on bench because like I just feel like I should have got more time. I should have had more time. Like I should have done that earlier. But I am gonna do the cluster sets on the secondary day. But like the first day, which was Sunday and Monday, I didn't do it only for bench. But I'm gonna do cluster sets secondary day, and that's gonna get my endurance up, because I think endurance is stupid for powerlifting because it's not an endurance sport, but you do need it because I'm usually dead by the time deadlifts comes on warm-ups, not when I'm on the platform. Yeah, you're only doing 1 rep, but you know, you never know when your quads will just give up on you. Like my last meet, like after my opener, before my opener, my quads were just like weak. Not because I was nervous, I was just weak. And then after my opener, they were weak. And then they were fine after that. I did 446.5 and it was like heavy. And then I redid it and I got it. But you never know when that's going to happen meet day. So you do want some kind of endurance, like able to triple something or do 4 reps or something. I think 4, 2 weeks out, 1 week out, I don't think you need to be doing 5 reps. I think 4 is too much. But 3 and 2 and working sets of your opener, like around your opener, maybe even a little over, a little under, it depends on the person. That will get you the endurance that you need. Like me, 412, I did a 5x1 on squat and I'm opening 418. That's more than enough to get me ready just for my opener. The other 2, you don't know. Second and third sets, that's something no one knows. But to get you ready for your opener, and me with bench, 253, 6x1. I mean, I was doing 258 and I wanted to do, I think I did 260 already, but I don't know what's happening. I just didn't feel good, so I had to go by RP on that one. I couldn't go heavier. I mean, maybe 255, but couldn't go heavier and we weren't going to go heavier. So I just really focused and paused longer on those, especially on the last set. And then deadlift too, just, I mean, it's common sense. If you're a power lifter, it's common sense. But some power lifters, like newer ones, like I'm still kind of a new power lifter. This is my 6th meet, but I've only been competing a year and a half. So I'm pretty new too. So that's something I wish I could have done before. More SBD days. I'm not doing that. I mean, I've done a lot. It's more just time constraints when I don't do SBD days, just because of my weird schedule with school, and I'm busy in the morning and at night. So I only have a little gap in between. So I don't prefer SBD days, but SBD days and just getting your endurance up in general. More SBD days, whether you're like me and you do them sometimes or always, and just really working on your opener. 90% and up, but like really working on a lot of that, like single, triple, or single, double, and then your working sets, and then some cluster sets. That's pretty endurance, but you don't have to do it that way. There's a lot of ways to do it. So I just wanted to recap a little bit about my openers. I'm not going to talk about the other ones because I just want to perform and I want to do it and I want to go based on how I feel meet day. I can't talk now because I always say what I'm going to do, and sometimes it just doesn't go that way. I'm not the kind of guy that I say thing, I'll say something and I never do it. No, I say things and I'm going to do them. But powerlifting, it's out of your control. Sometimes you want to do a number and you can't do it. And it's whether it's the refs or you, whatever it is, strength or the refs or both. So sometimes you just don't feel good meet day. So I say what I do. I'm a man of my word. But you never know meet day. Just look at the best lifters out there. It happens to anyone. If it happens to them, it can happen to anyone. So that's it for the video. That's it for my rant. Stay tuned. Hopefully I don't have to do I'm not going to have to do a huge water cut. I was planning on just doing this meet without having to cut anything because I woke up at 202 the other day, but now I'm 205. And I didn't even eat that much yesterday. It just, fluctuates. I'm so fat. I'm like a really skinny, chubby, fat person. Like I'm always one in between those 4 or 3. So we'll update on the water cut, my secondary day, and then update you on nationals. And see you then. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.